Hi guys, so I wanted to do a video on this subject ages ago and I just completely forgot about it. And I was just in the gym doing my legs and I'd just been chatting to a friend of mine over WhatsApp about having to second guess the Labour government and what they're going to continue to bring in to win votes effectively, target landlords, higher taxes, more regulation, more legislation. And it reminded me that the obvious next target is HMOs because they're not popular amongst anyone really except landlords, and even most landlords don't like them, they just give a good return. It's definitely a vote winner. It plays to the woke audience, and I was just thinking, well, how can they add extra taxes to them, add more regulation, etc., etc. And one of the things that have been banded around for years, but more so since Labour came in, is rent caps. Now, there's obviously a huge amount of data and studies done to suggest that that forces landlords out, etc., and it's not popular. But rent caps on HMOs would be. But how do you determine a rent cap? By room, by city, by property type, all of those things. It's quite hard, and it is very difficult. So that sort of brought me to the next stage in the thought process. And an easier target would be to go after HMOs that are on one tenancy agreement. Key example of this is students. So you get like 5 students, all made up friends, ready-made group. They don't sign individual tenancies, they sign one tenancy for the whole household. Normally they pay their own bills in that setup. They get the student exemption on the council tax, but more importantly, if one falls, one stops paying their rent, one drops out of uni, the group have to pick up the slack or find an alternative. And there's an argument to suggest that that is one household, so why should they pay a HMO rate? Now obviously landlords like me will say, well, we have to do extra security, extra amount of work, extra levels of safety, HMO licenses, all of those sorts of things. But it would be quite a popular vote puller to rent cap those single AST houses in line with standard ASTs. Now obviously every landlord under the sun would just go to single tenancy agreements per students, but that does have a huge amount of other issues. One tenant drops out, all of a sudden you've got a void in that one house. It's harder to fill a room of an already made group, and individual council tax